6 Muslim organizations, both local and national, are taking the province of Quebec to court over a ban on prayer rooms in public schools. The groups allege the ban, enacted in April, discriminates against Muslim students and violates the Canadian Constitution. Education Minister Bernard Drainville says this ban was made in accordance with the province's new secularism laws under Bill 21. One of the groups suing over the ban is the Canadian Muslim Forum. President Samir Majub is joining us this morning. Welcome to your morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
How do you feel this ban unfairly targets Muslim students?
Actually, it is clear because the whole matter came after a story that came out in certain media outlets saying that there are a couple of Muslim students performing prayers, and this is where the whole thing came out and the directive came after.
Yeah, in fact, there were 3 Muslim students doing prayers out of the thousands in the public school system, and this is where that came from. You're also asking for a clear judgment this time on how the province interprets secularism and religious neutrality. Why is that important to you?
As you may expect, and everyone expects, that we cannot go that much details into the lawsuit itself because it is in the courts. But on the other side, yes, because secularism as a concept has been used as a pretext for many policies that came out, where the outcomes of those policies directly affected whether Muslim Quebecers or others at the same time. So we thought that it is time to really clarify, because we extremely believe in the concept of inclusive secularism, where individuals' rights are really protected and everyone can, he or she, express her belief freely without any interference.
And that's a really interesting concept, to have inclusive secularism, meaning you can practice your faith but also have neutrality at the same time. Why do you think that Bill 21 violates your right to practice your religion?
Let's face it, the implication of Law 21 is very clear. I mean, study after study came out to prove that young Muslim women and others at the same time, whether it is young Jewish, young Sikhs, are all prevented from their dreams, let's say, to be a teacher, for example, or to advance within the educational system at the same time. So when we see that our young fellows, I mean, our young Quebecers, our young Canadians are not able to do or go to certain domain because of what they believe in, certainly we believe that this is violating their minimum integrity and human rights.
Mr. Majub, I was curious how this would happen then, because they're arguing that they're not saying you can't pray, they're just not providing a space for it. So for the thousands of Muslim students and teachers who want to follow their faith, they want to do prayers 5 times a day, this happens during school hours, where do they go? What do they do?
This is the challenge, and let's face it, for those who knows how the Muslims pray, all it takes a couple of minutes, 2, 3, 4 minutes. And when we're talking about space, it's not a mosque, by the way. And no one is asking for a mosque. No one asking for a specific space only for Muslims. And this is another point. This is where for everyone that would like to express his or her, her belief or her religion in a few minutes. And the people in Laval, the couple of students in Laval, the whole thing came, as everyone knows, those students were just praying outside during, I think, the winter, and this is where the administration said, you know what, you can go in and perform your prayers. And those prayers are done during the break time, outside of the class time, in a corner, in 3-4 minutes time. But unfortunately, as usual, things as such goes out of proportion.
An example that you've cited about inclusive secularism, which is what you are arguing for in this instance, the comparable would be like not banning Christmas trees at Christmas time, for example. There is space and place made for those religious symbols. Something similar is what you're arguing for here. Give us the space to pray. It does not influence government rulings in any way.
Certainly, we do not want any government to adopt policies based on religion. This is out of questions. When we say about inclusive secularism, is where you can go and express yourself without any intervention, because the basic lines of our democracy is people to go and express themselves, not to be scared, not to be feared. You have to put in mind, we are talking about young generations that they feel that being dealt is separate and in a grateful way, and they are being targeted with what they are. And this is where is really the alarming signs for us and for everyone in Quebec.
And as you say, this is a decision that affects all faith groups. Thanks for joining us, Samir.
By all means. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for giving us this time.
Well, we want to note that we did reach out to the Quebec Ministry of Education for comment. We did not receive any in time. We did not receive a reply, rather, in time for this interview.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.